Hey, Seth Harris from Harris Home Improvement coming at you here in Windsor Locks. I want to show you guys how to do a temporary support system for a deck when you have some structural repair work to do. Okay, long story aside, here you can see we have our structural support system already built in place. All right, so what we did is we started with the worst, but well, actually first you can see this platform down here. It actually took us a few trials and errors. We started with smaller platforms and realized the soil is just too soft here to do smaller platforms. It just kept digging down into the ground. So then we finally took this 16-foot 2x10, which was supposed to be for something else, but now it's being used for this, as our support system, right? So we have a big, long support system that's going to help keep this from settling on us as much as possible while we do the structural repairs. Okay, now then you can see we have a lot of, like, an excess almost of 4x4s holding this down, and then at the top we have double plated 2x4s, right, just like on a structurally supporting wall in a house, right? So now because of the way this bowed down, right, this was actually bowed down in the middle, and this is a deck on one side and a porch on the other that were built at separate times. So when this middle part started coming down, it started bowing that side out and bowing this side out. So we not only had to jack this part up in the middle as much as possible, right? And we can only do so much for now, right? We're going to have to keep jacking this up slowly over time as we do the project, right? But this is as much as we could jack it up for now. So we jacked up the middle first, right? And so we got this beam in, right? Because this is connected to this, and this is a rotted beam anyways, right? So then we didn't have to jack up that side, we just put that beam in. Then we jacked up the center to make these all level, nice and level all the way across. Well, not necessarily level, but straight all the way across, right? When we finish jacking this up later, they'll level out. So that's why we have an excess of posts here, right? Same thing here, so we just repeated the process, right? That side didn't have to get jacked up, so it's just held. Then we jacked up this side, put this post in, jacked up the middle, put this post in, right? And then you see all these braces here, right? So these are connecting these posts and this plate, which is all screwed in. Everything's screwed into this, every joist in this deck, right, for structural support. And then these are screwed in to studs in this wall, okay? Very important reason for that, because we actually have to remove a number of these rafters from the ledger board to remove the ledger board from this, right? So we want to make sure that when we do that, this deck and porch aren't going to want to pull away from the wall when we do that. So that's going to actually